All right, so we're going to make windows, but this is going to be like super duper advanced windows. So the thing about windows is they're made out of glass, which means they're reflective. And so right now, just by doing this, it's not reflecting anything. So what do most buildings in the city reflect? Well, they reflect the sky. So we're going to do kind of a sky reflection. So I need to start off by creating a sky. Well, how on earth am I going to do that? Well, here we go. So I'm going to take my magic wand tool. I'm going to select this building here because I would like it to reflect the sky. I'm going to use something called filters, which we haven't looked at yet. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose my sky color. So I want it to be kind of bright and sunny out. So I need a blue, and you'll notice there isn't a blue here, but I can click over here and grab a blue. So I want it to be more of a sky blue. So I'm going to grab kind of, it's here right there. So I'm going to grab kind of this color blue, and I hit OK, and I have what's blue and white, which is perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the word filter, and this is again something new, and I want to make clouds, and I believe that's under render. It sure is. So I'm going to go filter, I'm going to render, and I'm going to go clouds. Now again, I have my building selected, so when I click clouds, it puts clouds inside that building. That doesn't look like a reflection though, does it? It just looks like a bunch of clouds. So I need to give it kind of a glass feel to it. And I'm also going to make the guidelines of the windows so it really gives us this kind of effect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose black again, and I'm going to take my line tool, and I'm going to start from the center, and I'm just going to do kind of just a couple thick lines here. So I'm going to do one here, I'm going to do one here. So we're going to do like kind of 3 panes across, and then I'm going to hold shift and maybe do like one here, one here, one here, let's say one there. Now, does that look like reflective glass? The answer is no, not at all. It just looks like lines in the sky. So I need to come up with something new. So what we're going to do is a little trick that I came up with. We're going to use a different filter. So I'm going to go to filter again. And then this time I'm going to go to filter gallery. And what I'm looking for is something called plastic wrap. And you'll find it, I believe it's under artistic. Yep, so I open up the folder called artistic. Over here you'll see plastic wrap, and take a look at that. And so I can make the highlights stronger or thinner by playing with this. So I'm going to leave it around 15 or so. I'm gonna get rid of this. We're gonna do that maybe tomorrow. We'll take a look at that. But I'm gonna hit OK, and then what it did is it just plastic wrapped the window. And so if I zoom out, see, now doesn't that look like glass? The answer is yes, it does. It looks just like glass. So to finish the building, what I'm going to do is I'm going to deselect the windows I have selected, so Command D. And then I'm going to grab, say, one of these grays here. So I'm going to grab the gray off of this building. I'm going to take my paint bucket. I'm going to fill that in, and then I'll fill in the top. And so now that looks like a glass-fronted building. But I could, in fact, make the whole thing glass by filling that in with the clouds. And again, if I wanted to do that, I would take my magic wand tool. I would select it. I would choose the cloud colors that I wanted. So again, I'm going to do kind of a bluish, sky blue. I hit OK. And then it's filter, render, clouds, and so I just filled in that side. You can see the two blues aren't quite the same, so it would probably be smarter if I did them both at the same time. But there they are. And then again, if I wanted to look like it was actually glass, then I would go to filter, filter gallery. Under artistic, I would find plastic wrap, and I hit OK, and that's going to give you that little shimmer that kind of looks like glass. So there is some kind of more advanced ways of doing buildings in glass and such. So there you go.